a cowgirl. This is my horse. A doom doom. So Steve and I traveled 14 hours yesterday, all the way from good old Tiller, Oregon to Hamilton, Montana to catch a Ken McNabb 3-day clinic, which started yesterday, Thursday. Today is now Friday. Not just here to watch the clinic, but we're picking up 3 horses from Ken. 143-year-old cabin. This is just the front room, but my gosh, they did not spare any expense or attention to detail. This place is just awesome. Well, I think we're in the right place. 5C Arena and Horse Event Center.
Stephanie is one of my master certified trainers, and she's really from Oregon, but they told me this morning after coming here they're going to relocate. But Stephanie's going to come out and help us this morning, and so if you have questions, you're welcome to ask her, and I may assign her to help you for a while. So that's Stephanie. All right, you can go back to what you're working on. When he's wanting to spin, use that inside leg and tell him, no, you got to keep walking forward. Okay? You got to keep moving forward. I use this probably 10 to 15 times a year, where I grab a horse's head and bring him around and say, hey, that's enough of that. Okay? And I have practiced that in my mind so much that right now, if Precious here took off the buck, I wouldn't think about it. I could continue talking to you, and it would just happen because it's muscle memory, right? So when I say I use it 10 to 15 times a year, what I'm getting at is I don't think you need to use it very often. When I say don't use it on a steep hillside, I'm not talking about you're on a road on the side of the hill. No, that's not. If you're on a flat road going across the hill, yeah, you can use it. I'm talking about going up or down that hill. Just me and 2 friends were just going to follow the cows around the field. But a big piece that has to happen is you and him have to have a fault mode. And every time he drops his nose down, I'm releasing it. And I keep doing this, and I'm going to keep doing this until he takes his nose further and further down. So he's looking for the answer. He's saying, Ken, there must be something here that you want from me. There is. I want you to put your head all the way down on the ground. Bob has no physical limitation. He just doesn't know that that's what I would want. And he can't imagine that that's what I would want. And he's never had to work hard at learning something, and so this could be his first experience of having to really work to figure something out. If you do this enough, they will lay down. Okay? Because they calm down so much. And horses all put their nose on the ground and walk in circles before they lay down, just like a dog. I do it eventually on both sides, but I want to stay on one side until he gets it good enough. Otherwise, they get confused. Like you saw how long it took, and even right here, he's like, oh, I must be doing it wrong, Ken. So I stay on one side until they get really good. And what you'll notice is the other side is much easier to teach. When their head is down that low, they start falling asleep. So when your horse is an ignorant son of a gun at an event somewhere, you get some space by yourself and you do this exercise until he comes back to you. It becomes a default mode. Okay? It becomes something that you and him go back to that keeps you both sane together. There you go. That's what I want to see, a horse that uses his head, doesn't get upset, doesn't get scared, doesn't react to violence. I'm sorry, doesn't get scared. Of course it's scared. Doesn't react violently, doesn't panic. Just says, all right, let me figure this out. Let me look through this. You're seeing again the release is everything. I love an old campaigner who says, all right, I figured it out. Got this, Ken. All right. You can go get back on him. Next.